Hello and welcome to an album a day, day 88, going through my vinyl collection, one album or two albums at a time. Today I've got two for you. I'm also showing you two in case you can't hear me say the number two, but then this would be a really weird video to be watching if you can't hear. I think these are the only releases I have on Sire Records, if I'm not mistaken, are just from this artist. We've done one from her before. Today we're doing the other two 12-inch vinyls that I have. We're talking, of course, about Madonna's 1986 release, True Blue. Boom! This is interesting. I always feel like the cover's wrong. You know, that it should be like that, but it's not. This is the correct way to hold the cover. Vinyl actually is in really good shape. And this is a 1986 edition of the album. Very nice. I like that color scheme. That sort of a, silver, white, gray, and blue. It's a good combination of things, I think. Looks really good anyway. And then, of course, here is the back of the album. There is a nice insert sheet that I'll show you. There's some really good songs on here. The memories I have of this album are really getting into it shortly before we left Michigan. So here we have side 2, got lyrics. Side 1, got lyrics, and this nice little thing to fill in the extra space. That's got to be tough. That's one reason I don't know if I would have ever been a good graphic designer. Is I think I have a good eye for like layout as far as whether things are too far to one side or not. But I'm not sure I have the vision to come up with, okay, here's how we're going to do the outlay. I can tell if it's off center, but I don't know that I would have the vision to actually create the outlay. I've very rarely had to do that. I've always made it work, but it's something I really don't think I have that right penchant for. There is just a little bit of scuff right at the top and a little bit of album wear. But other than that, this cover is in great shape too, which is awesome. But the memories that I have of this album are getting into it that last fall before we left Michigan. So this would be like autumn of '87. And I just remember listening to it a lot. It was one of those albums that I listened to as we were kind of prepping the house to be shown for sale. I don't actually remember anyone ever coming to the house unless they did it when I was at school. But I mean, obviously we sold it. But I do remember really getting into the whole album at that point. There was one other song that I really liked, which we'll get into in a minute here. But I mean, it's got Papa Don't Preach, Open Your Heart, which had a really cool video. White Heat, okay. Live to Tell, great song. Where's the Party? Not my kind of song, but I could see the attraction to it. True Blue, great song. That's just a nice shuffle. La Isla Bonita, a fantastic song. Jimmy Jimmy, again, not my favorite song, but I mean, even just anything that's repeated like that, especially a name, kind of drives me nuts. And then Love Makes the World Go Round, another very excellent, energetic song. A little bit of synth brass on this, which I don't generally care for, but I think it fits the album quite well. If that's real brass, I would be surprised. I think very synthy for that day and age. But the other album that I'm bringing in, also, like I said, on Sire Records, is the 12-inch single and remix version of La Isla Bonita, or The Beautiful Island, as good as my Spanish is. Interesting cover, not too exciting there. Vinyl is, I like this color of the label, but I like the other one better for True Blue. For the single, this one's great. Really kind of feels like sunset, which is perfect for this, to be honest. So we have, and it's 45 RPM, which it always feels weird to me when I have a 12-inch vinyl that I have to put on 45 RPM. But you've got the extended remix, and then you've got an instrumental version of it. So this is really, I want to say, around the beginning of remixes. I don't really recall too many songs being remixed. I know some after the fact, like Debbie Gibson stuff would come out in different remix versions in singles, in 12-inch singles, and then when they did the deluxe editions of her albums, would have the remix versions of them. This is like the earliest stuff I really remember being labeled remix music, and it is. It's a pretty cool version, actually. But this was kind of like, I saw this at Car City Classics in Michigan, and I remember I was just so excited there was a different version of the song. It was more of the song, and I loved the song. And so I thought, oh, well, I'll get it. And it was just a few bucks. And I came home. I'm like, I don't know what this is. It took me a while to get used to it. And then I really liked it. I like the instrumental version too, but it's really, it's a great atmosphere for the music, but the vocal is what really kills it in there. And yeah, it's a great song. So check it out. But check out True Blue, La Isla Bonita. Great stuff from Madonna. This is kind of where I fell off a little bit of her career. Didn't really follow her much after this stuff. I don't know why. I mean, it was really nothing in particular, but it could have just been that she was really going more for like the publicity stuff was not interesting to me. I just wanted her to make good music. And that's all I really want from artists. You know, I don't care about their politics or necessarily what brand of cereal they use or, you know, what pajamas they wear. I could care less. If I got to know them as people, I would probably feel differently. Maybe not so much about the breakfast cereal, but about, you know, who they are, what their beliefs and all that are. When I'm looking at somebody as an artist, I could care less. I just look at what they're providing us in the world of art. And speaking of art, I'm not trying to be fashionable with this scarf. It is fucking cold here today. I'm pretty sure that I don't even need my refrigerator anymore. I could just leave the food out and it would be fine. But anyway, yeah, great stuff. Check it out. True Blue, great album. I probably, in the long run, listen to that more than Like a Virgin, although I have listened to Like a Virgin many times. It's hard to say, but I'm going to give True Blue the nod on that one. But either way, great album, both of them. And then this 12-inch single, check it out, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be, well, no, it's not going to be a little warmer because we have a cold front coming from Canada. Oh, see you tomorrow, hopefully. Cheers.